What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna be doing my hair. As all of you know, we are in the house quarantining, and girl, my hair has not been done for so long. I was looking real raggedy and dusty. So I'm gonna be doing my hair so that I could feel a little bit better while I'm inside. So let's do it. So I'm gonna take the L'Oreal Quick Blue. This is the hair bleach. I'm sorry, I almost said dye. But I'm going to take a scoop of this and I'm going to put it in a mixing bowl. And then I'm going to take 30 Volume Developer by Clairol. And I'm going to put literally the tiniest bit. I know it looks like a lot, but it really is not that much. I'm going to put that inside and I'm using a whisk to whisk it up. And I put a little bit because I need the consistency to be really, really thick because I'm going to be tinting my lace on my lace wig. And I need the consistency to be really thick so that it doesn't bleed through the lace and dye the actual hair. I just want it to dye the knots of the hair, which is right against the lace. So I'm mixing this around, making sure that I get the consistency I want, and I'm adding a little bit developer little by little. It's like cooking, chefing up. And this is the consistency I want, really thick, and I don't want any type of drip. So you can check by just holding it up, making sure it doesn't drip off of the spatula. So now I'm going to take the lace wig. So this wig I got from, I don't know where I got this wig from. It was a really long time ago. So I can't even recommend a wig to you guys. But there is a company that I do wear now, and it is Kendra's Boutique. Most of you know who Kendra's Boutique is. And that's the company that I recommend. I love the customer service. I love the texture of the lace. They have really thin lace, so that way it looks really natural. And the hair is great quality. So I would highly, highly, highly recommend to get some Kendra's Boutique hair if you're looking for a company to go to. So as you can see, I was trying to get the camera to focus, but this is what I want the lace to look like. It looks like scalp, period. Okay, so now we're going to go on to working on the wig. So now I'm going to pin the wig down to a wig head. If you do your hair at home like I'm doing right now, then this wig head is essential. You have to have it. It's so much easier than the styrofoam ones. I'm not a professional, so you guys are going to notice that throughout this video. I'm not a professional. I'm not a hairstylist. I'm just doing my hair at home because I literally can't go to the hair salon. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna part it down the middle, and I'm gonna do this because it's gonna tell me exactly where I need to pluck. I'm about to pluck the hairline because I feel like it's a little too thick. And before I do that, I'm going to take out the first layer of the hairline, if that's what it's called. I don't know. Like I said, I ain't a professional, okay? So I don't be knowing all the terms and whatever it's called. But I'm gonna take out that first the beginning of the hairline because I feel like the beginning of the hairline is always plugged, and then right behind it is always really thick, like you see it right now. And I'm gonna just start plucking away at this. And the trick that I learned is to never stay in the same spot. Always make sure your hand is moving around, because if you stay in the same spot, then you'll get bald spots. So I am just plucking away. You can see a huge difference in the side that's plucked and the side that's not plucked. So now I'm going to move on to the other side, and I'm going to pluck it the same exact way. So now I'm going to move on to putting on a wig cap. I am going to use this wig cap. This is the brand that I'm using. I don't have a specific brand that I like. You can use any wig cap you like. So I'm actually going to put that on, make sure it's over my ears, and I'm going to cut little holes by my ear. I'm not going to cut like a big hole. I'm just going to snip it so that I can stretch out the wig cap and put it around my ear, because this is going to help us lay the sideburns of the wig cap. This is all the stuff that I usually see like my hairstylist do. So whenever I have to do my hair at home, I kind of just go home and copy what they do. I'm going to use some Got To Be Glued hairspray, and I am going to put this all over my edges. So this wig cap is going to act as a bald cap. It's going to act as our scalp, and it's also going to lay our braids down. I have some old braids in, so that's why my edges look a little a mess, because it's still a little bit of Got To Be Glued because I can't comb it out because it's in braids. So yeah, I'm gonna spray that on there, and then I'm gonna blow dry the Got To Be until it is completely dry. Once it's dried, I'm gonna take those same pair of scissors, and I am going to cut the wig cap part that we didn't use. And I'm just going to cut this along the glued down part. And I don't even know how to explain this stuff. Like, what the hell do I... what am I talking about? If you're a hairstylist, you're probably cringing right now. Like, girl, what are you talking about? This is the best way I know how to explain it. I'm not a hairstylist at all. I just know how to do my hair at home in case of, you know, needs like this. With quarantine happening, I just know how to, like, you know, get myself together a little bit or whatever. So this is what I'm comfortable with my wig cap looking like. So now I'm going to take some bronzer. The bronzer I'm using is by Hoola. This is the Hoola bronzer by Benefit. I'm sorry. And I'm gonna cover the wig cap with this bronzer because this bronzer is literally the same exact color as my skin tone. So it makes it look like a real bald cap, for real. Okay, so now we're gonna go on to gluing the lace down. So I changed my clothes because I couldn't do it on the same day. So this is a whole different day, but yeah, I had to like take a break or whatever. I don't know why. But anyway, I'm just seeing what the wig is looking like on. I like how it's plucked. So I'm going to cut around the ears. That part of the lace that is on my ear is very, very, very uncomfortable. And cutting around the ear is going to help us lay our sideburns down. So here's my method to gluing down. I'm going to create little flaps and little sections of what I'm going to be gluing down. So every flap is like a section I'm going to be gluing down. And I'm going to do this literally throughout the whole lace, like side to side. So I'm going to be using the Ghost Bond lace glue today. This is one of my favorites. And I'm going to be using the popsicle stick to apply that lace glue. I don't like using the back of my comb or brushes or anything because the lace glue literally ruins it. So I usually get my popsicle sticks from Michael's or Hobby Lobby or whatever. You can get them from probably the grocery store even. But yeah, that's what I'm going to use. And then I'm just taking this little eyeliner and I'm marking where I want the glue to stop. I don't want this glue to be all over the place. So I just have to mark a line of where I won't go over. And I'm just going to apply. And the method that I learned is to apply this glaze glue and apply thin layers until it turns clear. If you apply a thick layer and just sit there while it's white waiting for it to turn clear, it'll take forever. So just like smooth it in until it turns clear. And I'm going to do about 2 layers of this. I did 2 layers and I waited a couple of seconds and then I put the 2 flaps down. And then I'm going to basically press that in with the end of my comb. I'm not going to do it with my hands because your hands could be dirty and your hands have a whole bunch of oil and heat to it, so it can really ruin the glue and, you know, leave marks. So I like to just use the end of my comb. And then I'm going to move on to the sides and I'm going to do the same exact thing. So now it's time to cut the lace off. I'm going to be using an eyebrow razor. You can get this at the beauty supply store or at the supermarket. You can literally get these anywhere. But I'm going to use this instead of scissors just because I feel like the eyebrow razor gives it more of a jagged edge cut, which makes it blend even more into your skin. When it's a straight line, it doesn't blend at all. So I'm literally just going to like shake this razor up and down on the lace, cutting it. And I'm going to do that for every flap. I think I glued down every flap at this point. But yeah, I like using the razor rather than scissors. Especially being that I'm not like a professional, so I don't know how to cut with scissors. It's just way easier for me to use an eyebrow razor. How many of you guys are sitting at home feeling crusty and dusty, no nails did, your hair is not done? How many of you guys are at home feeling like this? Because, honey, this is not a good feeling. Like, I mean, I'm just happy I'm home and I'm safe and healthy and my family is. If you guys are at home with your family, I hope you guys are staying safe. And if you are suffering from coronavirus, I'm sending my prayers and light to you guys. Okay, so now I'm going to take some alcohol and I'm just going to use this alcohol just to wipe away that ash because I had to see what was going on because I felt like it wasn't blending, but it was just ash. I don't know why I was so ashy, but whatever. So I'm going to continue to cut off the little flaps of lace that I left and that was helping me glue it down. And as you can see, it's blending so well and it looks really, really natural into my hairline, my skin. And I'm just going to continue to do that. So now I'm going to take like a scarf or whatever you have. This is just an elastic band that I used to use for wigs. I'm just going to take this just because this is what I see my hairstylist use. And I'm going to lay that lace down for a couple of minutes just so that I could like just soak in. So this is what it looks like after I did my makeup. I wasn't blending makeup into the hairline. I was just trying to remove those marks from the scarf. So now I'm gonna go on to styling it. So styling it is really like not that serious to me. I'm just gonna do it down middle part. But before I do that, I'm gonna do the baby hairs. So I'm gonna take out that hairline, the first layer of the hairline that I talked about before, and I'm gonna use that as baby hairs. So I'm going to take the eyebrow razor that I used to cut off the lace, and I am going to trim this hair. Now I'm gonna be trimming this hair all throughout the hair to this video, because I don't like to go too low too quick. I'm not a professional, so I kind of just do what I feel is right and what I think is right. And yeah, I'm gonna just kind of trim it little by little. I'm gonna use this mousse that I got from Walmart. I couldn't use the normal mousse that I usually use, which I don't even know the name of, but I had to just use this because I didn't have any and I had to run to Walmart and just try to get something that replicated what I usually use. I wouldn't recommend using this though, but this baby hair, oh my god, this took me so long. It usually takes me long, I'm not gonna lie, but I haven't done my hair by myself in a minute, so I was kind of over it. But it took me about like 30 minutes, and that's because I'm really picky with my baby hairs. Like, I don't want them to look fake, and I don't like when they look like too hard and, you know, they just look all circle, and I don't like that. So it took me a minute because I didn't want it to look like I had a wig on. I wanted it to look really natural. So I just sped up through this process because it was so long. So I'm still doing my baby hairs, but as you can see, I'm like really taking my time with it. I wanted it to look really soft and natural, but I really wasn't even feeling it. I had to keep doing it over. So now I'm just going to hot comb my middle part, and I'm just going to straighten this with a hair straightener. This hair straightener is from Kendra's Boutique, but it's like the old version. I'm not sure if she has this anymore. Someone actually gave this to me, but let me tell you something. She has the best hot combs and flat irons and curling irons ever. Kendra's Boutique, their hot comb goes up to 500. Like, literally, it gets so hot, and it gets your hair so flat. It's actually crazy. Like, I love all of their stuff. So I highly recommend you use their tools, their hair scarves, their wigs, everything. Okay, so this is how it ended up looking. I'm just gonna put a little bit of oil. I'm using some BioSilk oil, and this is just how it ended up looking. I really wanted it to look really natural because I was in the house, wasn't going anywhere, and I just needed to make sure I like felt good, you know. My hair is one thing that makes me really feel good, so I just had to make sure I did my hair. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe right now so you see my other hair videos, because I make a ton. And I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.